All righty. We're live on Facebook and we already have our first viewer. Hi, Jean. Okay, so it's me, Jen, again, and I am going to introduce you to our speaker today. Bruna Coutinho has her own cleaning business, and we met her in a way that shouldn't be surprising to anyone because it was word of mouth. It was one of our neighbors posted how amazing she is in our neighborhood Facebook group, and we saw that. And at the time, I was like 8 months pregnant and I was tired of cleaning the house. And we were like, yes, let's bring her in. And then she was so friendly and personable and awesome, did a great job that we kept working with her. And like now it's been, what, 4 years almost?
Yeah, almost 4 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I don't think I really even thought about it until pretty recently. But I was like, when Bruna actually asked me to help her set up a Facebook page, and I was like, hold up. You went from you cleaning the whole house by yourself 4 years ago to now there's a team, sometimes 3 or more people, and you did that without having a Facebook page, without having a website, with just people talking about how amazing you are. So I was like, okay, people want to know how to do that. So Bruna agreed to do this interview with me today. Oh, and actually, real quick, before we dive too far into the interview, I am checking Facebook for questions. So if you have a question for Bruna at any point, go ahead and put it in the chat or even just a comment, and I will make sure that she knows about it. So, okay, paying attention. All right, Bruna, do you want to kind of introduce yourself and tell us about your business a little bit?
Hi guys, my name is Bruna Coutinho. I started my business around almost 7 years ago. Before I start my business, I work with who is today's days one of my best friends. So he kind of teach me everything. And then one day he was like, I think you're ready to go on your own or you're gonna work for me forever. So it was just like that. You're ready to go. And then back there, I was like, are you kicking me out? You're trying to fire me? Did I did something wrong? I'm like, no, you just have to go. You have to start your own thing. Like, you know everything, so why am I going to hold you here? Was scared, was like big scared, but I tried. I decided to take a shot. And thank you, God, work it. So wasn't easy. It's still not easy, but every day is a new thing that make me more happy about my business. That's
Yeah,
pretty much this.
that's awesome. The fact that you had someone who kind of gave you that push before he made that suggestion, were you thinking about starting your own business or was that completely out of the blue?
I always think, but like think like other people, like, oh, one day I want to have my own business. You know, and you're like, oh, one day, like, but you actually never do nothing about, because on like when I had him pushing me to do it, I have other people like, no, it don't want to work. It's too much work. You don't want to be your own boss. You think you work now, when you're your own boss, you work double. And always have those people who trying to like push me back. And then I have literally one person to try to push me in. So I just tried like think positive back there and like, okay, I'm gonna try, but what is not work? And then my friend said, listen, I'm gonna hold your job for a month or two. If you don't get one client, and then you have a job back. So I was like, now you challenge me. Okay, so I go.
Yeah.
You cannot challenge me because I will accept it. So when he challenged me, I'm like, okay, I will try.
Yeah.
So it was hard, my first client, but I was like forever with one client, to be honest. And I always go back to him like, this is not working. This is not working. And like, you have to calm down. You have to calm down. Once you get your second client, going to be like automatically people going to start to talk about you. But you have to remember, for people talk about you, you have to make something different. You cannot be just another house cleaner. So that's how it starts, pretty much.
Yeah.
Back there.
Well, okay.
Then,
I was gonna say that kind of
but
leads into like a bunch of different questions, but
yeah.
all right. How did you get that first client?
So my aunt have one friend who had a house clean. And then I talked with her, with my aunt and said, why don't you talk with your friend and see if she want to try me? And then my aunt was like, oh, I don't know, because she already have her house clean and clean her for years. And what if she don't like you? And I'm like, what if she like me? So kind of she have to try. So take like almost 6 months to convince her, my own aunt, to talk with her friend for eventually accept me. So I went there. Back there I was working by myself, of course. And then I did the work, spent like, did everything I could, like did my best. And then she like, I love what you did. I'm going to hire you. So I would stay with her for a year, kind of year, until she gave me my first client. Like her friend, after her, of course, so it'll be my second client. Her friend give her my number, and then she called me. And then when I started cleaning the neighborhood, and then Rejane put my name on the social media Facebook page you guys have up there. So once Rejane put my name on a Facebook page, I started cleaning Cindy, her neighbor, who talk about me, who comments on a post and talk about me for Jazz. And then I had Jessie, Rejane, and Cindy in the neighborhood. There was already 3 clients. And then in 3 months, I had 10 clients in the neighborhood. And then after 3 months, I have about 20 houses in the neighborhood. And every time I go to see a new client, was always like, I saw your post on Facebook. I saw somebody talking about you on Facebook. And every time somebody asks about cleaning on a Facebook page, everybody always mention your name. So you must be the only one who cleans here. But it's not true, because have more people in there. Oh, you are the best one around here. So always make me, like, when I hear compliments about my work, make me want to do better. So that's how it grows.
Yeah. So when people started posting about you and sharing on Facebook, did they just do that on their own, or did you have to ask them?
They asked me first, actually, if I want them to share about me on Facebook page. And on the beginning, I was like, I just started my social media after 4 years. And people has been talking with me about social media like way back there. You should start your own page or anything online for people to see you. But I always was afraid to start with someone I don't know, like, because I always by myself. I don't want to go to a house where I don't know the person and nobody who I know the person. So I always was afraid about that. Like, I don't know what these people can do with me when I'm by myself in there, So I always hold back a little bit. And then when they told me, like, I can put your name on a page, I would be like, it's going to be just for the neighbors? Or this go like everyone can see? And then she told me, no, it's only for our community. And then I said, well, okay, in this case, yes, I'm fine with that. And then when I started like getting more time cleaning the house, that's how I did. Like, I didn't came like the first month or the second month and eventually like, oh, can you talk about me for your friends? I don't feel comfortable with that. I wouldn't feel comfortable if somebody tell me that. So I kind of wait for, I've been like for a while clean the person's house. If they talk with me about, and then I find a way to get it in the subject, then I will like, well, if you have any friends who need a house cleaner, you can give them my number if you wanna. But I never want to like be the first one to talk about, because I don't want to feel like I'm forcing you to talk about me. You know what I mean? So I try not to let the subject come around and then I talk about.
Yeah. I actually think you do that really well, because I remember one time my mom was over when you were cleaning, and like, I don't know, you talked to her a little bit, and then she went away with the idea that like, oh, Bruna wants to clean my house. And I'm like, well, maybe she does, but like, she didn't like sell it that hard. Like, you just mentioned it casually, and I thought it was really well done.
Yeah. So, and then I do have the clients who want to say like, oh, I have a friend who need a house cleaning. Are you getting more clients? And then that's another like opportunity that like they give me to talk about. Oh yes, I'm taking more clients. You can give them my number if you feel comfortable. And I also have a client who are like, I don't want to share you with nobody. What if I give you my clients, like more clients, and you don't have time to clean my house anymore? So I have all the kind of ones. So that's
Yeah.
how they refer to me.
Yeah. Okay. So the next question, you talked about making yourself stand out and so that people would want to use you instead of someone else. So tell us how you do that.
I like details. So everything to make me like, when I get inside of the house, I observe everything. Like I know where everything is, and I don't know. I just find a way to the next person who come behind me and was there before, like the owner. When they come back, they're gonna see totally different. You know what I mean? I work with other people before I have my own business, so I know how they do it, and I do totally different. So I wouldn't say what is it's like a secret. I can't tell you.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna talk about some of the like towel folding, but if you don't want me to, I
Yeah,
don't have to.
I always like to make something different. Who gonna like make my clients feel like, oh, Bruna came here today. Oh, I like this little detail Bruna made here today. It's not like I folded everything, but it's not everybody who like me to fold all the tails. So I just learning how to eat. Um, let's say I have 10 clients. I know each one. I know everything they like, and I pay attention on everything, how to make them happy when they come home. So this way, I think that's how I make the difference, because some people want to tell, like, don't touch on these, and people, they're going to touch anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So, like, if my client told me to not do that, why am I going to do it? So I'm just follow the leader, and everything going to be smooth.
Yeah. I
So
know for
I
us
guess
it
that,
feels a little bit like going on vacation.
yeah, I'm there. Okay. I just should learn, I just should learning how to know my clients. So this way I can make something different, like they're going to notice. Pretty much this. And let me see. I used to say that sometimes I do things I know I don't have to do it, but I do because I know I'm going to make my clients a little bit more happy. So that's another thing I do too.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
all the other house cleaning is going to kill me after that.
yeah. Okay, let's talk about obstacles. What's been the biggest challenge so far in your business?
People for work with me, that's the biggest obstacle, I would say. Yeah, because in Delaware it's really hard to find people for work.
Oh, you mean like employees?
Employees, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that would be like my big, when I think about to grow, I think about employees, and that's really hard to find.
Yeah.
You can find anyone who want to make money, but you didn't find nobody who want to actually work. So it is true.
Yeah. It's just funny to hear you say it. And I know one thing you talked about was hiring people at the right time, because you'll get enough projects that you can kind of fit someone in, but you need a few more houses to make it really worth your while.
Oh yeah, have the issue, like, because um when I start, I work a while by myself, and then afterwards I have one co-worker with me. I like to say co-work, sorry, I don't like the word employees. I have one co-worker with me, and then after a while I have two co-workers with me, and now I have us. Usually, sometimes I would have three co-workers with me. Depend the day, depend um, the season, because Christmas time, like on. What am going on? Can you see
Oh,
me?
that's okay. I
I'm
can still hear you. So,
um. So depends. So find people to work, it's a challenge. That's what I want to think about when I think about grow my business. The challenge of find people. And all other friends I have who have their own business here in Delaware, they complain about the same thing.
Yeah.
Find people for work.
Do you find coworkers? I'll say coworkers. The same way that you find clients, like is it all through referrals?
Yes. I mean, co-work is even like worse than more clients because you need to know what you bring in with you. So usually somebody who knows somebody or who already worked with someone and didn't get along, and then you try, sometimes work, sometimes doesn't work. So yeah, have to be by referrals. Like I cannot go on social media like and see I need to work and just take this person with me. It doesn't work like that. It's too much responsibility.
Yeah.
For the kind of
Especially
work.
bringing into people's houses.
Yeah, for the kind of work I do, it's too much because I cannot have my eyes everywhere all the time. I can run my eyes afterwards and everything to see if everything's okay, but I cannot follow that person the whole time I'm in a house. So yeah, have to be somebody who I can trust and talk and ask if anything's go wrong.
Yeah. Have you had employees that didn't work out? Or I'm sorry, coworkers.
It's fine. It's just it's my thing. Oh yes, I did have. I have people who come with me one time and never again. I would say that didn't work out.
Yeah.
So yeah, a couple, 2 or 3 times I did have people who came with me. I try, and I also know when I can try new people, like which clients I can take a new people to try with me, and then I'm gonna know if this person like can work with me or not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you had to tell anyone it's not working out?
Oh yes, and wasn't nice. It wasn't a good feeling.
Yeah,
like didn't work out. So I mean, I had it too, was me or the person. So but yes, I did have to tell somebody, unfortunately didn't work out. Or even after somebody worked with me for 6 months and everything is going smoothly on my eyes, but some clients wasn't happy, and then I did have to like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to let you go.
yeah, yeah. I think that's another thing a lot of people struggle with,
Yeah,
finding the right help and being able to let go.
yeah.
I
It
know a
is
lot of
not a
people
good.
who have kept an employee around for like months and months, and they're like, it's not working out, and I'm like, you need to have the hard conversation.
It is a hard time when you have to, because you have to find the right, you don't want to like hurt feelings, you always want to let a door halfway open, let's say this way. But sometimes people just like, okay, you don't want to meet, whatever.
Yeah,
It's like what I say, like everybody wants to make money but don't want to work. And it's sorry. And as much clean houses like sounds and look easy for some people, it's not.
oh yeah, it's not easy. Like that's why we hire someone else to do it.
Yeah, but I hear that sometimes. Oh, just clean houses. Yeah, I just clean houses. You should have tried for one day, and then you
Yeah,
tell me it's gonna be like that.
it takes forever, and then you're exhausted. Oh, I tried to clean. I'm sorry, I'm hijacking the interview. I tried to clean our toilets because we were having people over, and it wasn't on a week that you had just cleaned. And I used like bleach or something on those stupid little plastic toilet seats.
And then you stay on.
Yeah, I wish you probably saw. And I'm like, oh my God, it's been so long. I don't remember how to clean toilets. And like, I used to clean my own house, and now I don't remember how, apparently.
Yeah, that's another thing you always have to, like, when you have other people who work with you. Um, like I personally like to work with people that doesn't have experience, and then I can tell them everything from the scratch, because it's easy than someone who already have experience and know everything, because they usually don't want you to tell them what to do because they know everything, so they don't need you.
Yeah.
So when somebody who doesn't have experience, you can explain from the beginning all the supplies. What is this for? What is this for? And because things like that can happen. And it's, I mean, if you was, example, if you was with me, Jenny, are you there? If it was with me, would have to replace the toilet seat because the stain doesn't go away.
Oh, well, we wouldn't have made you because they're just for potty training anyway.
I know which one we're talking about.
Yeah, they're horrible. They fall apart all the time. Anyway, not relevant. Okay, let's talk about advice. So for those of us who are struggling to get our clients to give us referrals, what would your advice be?
It's like I said in the beginning, if you just keep sitting one day and thinking about one day, never gonna happen. This one day never gonna come. So today's days, and for those ones who like social media and everything like we have now, because before I didn't have all this attention on social media. I usually 500 business cards putting outside mailbox to trying to get a client. And actually I did. I get one I got a one client and I was very surprised. By the way, I still clean her. She was before you guys, 5 years after, I'm still cleaning her. And she found my card. Nobody talked with her about me. She just called me. She asked me for reference. I gave it to her. She never called my clients for asking about me. She told me where the keys would be, and I started and never stopped. And then, so I would give the advice like, you do have to make some moves if you want something get done, and if trying to find a way to talk. If you already have your business, trying to find a way around to talk with your clients, like they outside the box, they will understand you want to them to talk about you for their friends or acquaintances or whatever, just for, like, make something different who's gonna make they remember about you when they not with you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like something then gonna, like, if you have a website and then you have if you are work with a website example, and then make somehow one of your clients when they talk with their friends about anything, and a friend's gonna say, oh, I'm trying to create a website for my business or for anything, they're gonna like have a little light in their head. Oh, I have this girl, she did mine and it was awesome. You should try her, talk with her, see her price or whatever. So like, you do have to make your clients to stay with you in their head even after you get the job done, so they can talk about you.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I like the way that you phrased that because I feel like when you're just trying to be better than everyone, it's kind of difficult, especially depending how many competitors you have. But you
Yeah,
don't always have to be the best. You have to stand out in some way. So like
exactly.
what makes you better, maybe, but definitely what makes you different.
Exactly. You said everything. You don't have to be the best one, but you have to leave something who's gonna make people remember about you. And
Yeah.
that's how you get another clients. That's how people gonna keep you in their minds.
All right, quick reminder, guys, if you want to ask Bruna questions, now is the time. Drop them in the Facebook Live and I will ask her. We're going to hang out for a couple more minutes just to give you time to do that. And Bruna, I'm going to ask you a fun question. What are your business goals for the next 5 years?
My business goals change every year.
Yeah.
There was a time when my business goals was to be like big, like, oh my God, I want to have this on the beginning, of course. But today's days, I don't want it to be like big anymore, because I do believe when you're too big, you lost the quality. I'm not going to be able to go to all my clients if I'm too big. And I like to be on the site, let's say. I like to know all my clients. I like to have a conversation with all them. I like to know how they're going and everything. So if I'm too big, I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'm sure I'm going to lose control if I'm too big, because I haven't seen that before. I do have a lot of friends who clean house and they don't able to handle anymore. They pretty much just manage. I would say my goal for the next 5 years, it's have 2 more employees, like you said, coworkers. That will be my goal. And that's where I pretend to stop when I have 2 more, because then I'm going to still able to handle the things. Once I'm not able to handle, I don't like this idea. So that's my goal
Yeah. Do
in the
you have an
next 5 years.
idea? Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Do you have an idea how many clients you need per employee?
Yeah. For reach this goal, I would need about 24, 25 more clients.
Okay. Because my next question was going to be, what can we, as the members of the group, do to help you reach your goal? So we need to help you get 24 more clients.
Well, you guys can talk about me. That's how you guys can do it. I don't think it's much.
Yeah. Yeah. And actually, guys, that's kind of important, right? Because the whole thing today was about word of mouth and referrals. And the more we can do that for each other in this group, the better we'll all be. So Bruna has a brand new Facebook page, which I'm going to share in the comments of the video. Feel free to go over there and like her and share her posts. If you've already been a client like I have, then leave her a review, because that helps a lot with things rising through the search rankings on Facebook, on Google, and then also other people see it and they're like, oh, this woman's amazing and I want to work with her. So check out her page, leave her a review if you've worked with her. Yeah. Oh, and Bruna, if somebody wants to work with you or they want to know more about your business, how can they contact you?
I do have all the information on the Facebook page. They can call me or send a message or email. Anyway, better for them, works for me.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Well, we didn't get any questions, but if anybody wants to ask something after the fact, people who are watching this video later, go ahead and comment in the video and I will make sure that Bruna sees it and responds to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me today. This was a lot of fun. And it was nice seeing you like outside of our regularly scheduled visits.
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you for the interview. I love it. I was a little bit scared at the beginning, but I guess everything went well.
You were awesome.